Hey you, so on this video, the good, the bad and the ugly, I'm just going to be going over a few coins, some that have been brought to my attention that others may not know about and be interested in, and just other ones like the one right here that I've come across that could be good for some or bad for others that didn't know. So in Europe, we'll jump straight into this, the Silver Krugerrand. Now when I was going to purchase this coin, it was going to be from these guys first, shout out to CC, and it just got, they was creating their own little frenzy situation like we've seen the Rwandan coins, whereas it was a set price, then you wasn't able to secure your order. I don't know if at the time the dealer was playing silly games and just decided to limit individuals from purchasing, but long story short, by the time I was able to get through, they'd upped the price on them. So it was interesting seeing that as of recent, they've literally slashed the price on these. Now in Europe, I'm speaking about here, this is the cheapest I've seen them for, or even a dealer that's gone on to do them for the cheapest price. Now it states here, it could be something related to Black Monday, but it states that the price has been hammered and they're going to be low while stocks last, but I think they have more than a few in stock. Now if you look at the prices there, I mean, they are somewhat handsome, definitely the cheapest, but, and that's a big but for me, it's an ugly for me. This coin is fizzled out. I've lost all interest in this coin. I even stopped just researching the coin. I don't know whether they're going to, it's going to be a one-off. I don't know if there's going to be more coming out. And it's a shame really, because it was real big when it first came out. I know a lot of individuals couldn't hold back. Everybody knew that at some point they'd be dropping the coin's price. I mean, with a 1 million mintage and just the amount of hoorah behind them, it was just inevitable that they was going to dump in value, and it seems to be taking full effect here. Now I know these guys must have had a large number of them, but either or, they're working on a price scale. So for the price from 1 to 10, I take it, you're going to be looking at about 27 euros, so give or take that's around $33, 24 pound. But then you have the lowest option available there, which is 24.95, so that's around $29, 22 pounds sterling. But personally, I feel if they can sell it for 24.95, that should be the peak for me to even be interested in picking up these. And I mean, currently at the time of releasing this video, silver's just absolutely doing nothing. Metals in general, we're just getting a whole yo-yo effect, and to make it worse, I mean, cryptos is just going through the moon. And that's nothing to me because I know where I am in my position, but it's just interesting watching something that at the beginning of 2017 was damn near around gold's price. That alone was a shock. Just do what gold or silver should be doing. It's very interesting. So when you're seeing individuals like this, or dealers in general, I think at a time like this, just to be spicing things up, and it goes to show as to why so many dealers are doing shady tactics. I know they're feeling the pinch, but it really shouldn't be a time where they're really taking it out on the buyers and customers like ourselves, because more and more individuals are migrating towards the cryptos. So they need to do a lot better on this price, because for them to be doing this or offering this, they can do it at the 24.95 euro mark. I would pick these up only if it was around that price. I need to be picking up, especially silver, for a steal right now. Prices ain't going nowhere. It looks like we're going to be closing the year and with no major action. You know, all the pundits always scream end of September, October, November's the key dates to be watching them. Here we are in December, so it looks like we're going to be getting the same recycled jargon for next year. 2018 is going to be the year. So at these prices, it's bad for me, but it could be good for an individual that held out and definitely wanted the coin. I do like the coin, but nothing special. You know, I'd look at these straight as foundation at this point. And so with a 1 million mintage, I don't know if they've all been minted or they all come with the same fancy piece of card. But for me, it's an ugly, but it may be a deal for somebody. I don't know whether they ship outside of Europe, but within all the European dealers, this is the best price I've seen them for. So if anybody's interested, you can pick these up over at EMK. It states while they have stock. So if you're interested, go ahead. So a next coin I'm going to be talking about that could be a good or a bad for individuals was this coin here. Now when I mentioned some of my top 3 coins, as we hear a lot of banging in the background, a few individuals mentioned this coin. I didn't know what coin they was referring to, but it's this one right here, and said it gone on to do like fantastic things. So looking it up, seeing the price there, I was like, whoa, it really has gone to do fantastic things. With a lot of these kind of franchise coins, you've got the Star Trek and the Star Wars. I mean, the Star Trek are a lot more heavy in the game. It's a hit and miss for me. I've only purchased or dipped my toe in once or a few times with the, which one was it, Back to the Future coins, and even I picked up a Star Wars Kilo coin that I went on to sell. Made a small profit on it, but I would have never thought these would do so well. But looking at how well this first coin is doing now, you could maybe guess that it was inevitable. I mean, it's the posters, for Pete's sake. No one ever knows, but those that did pick it, good luck to you and fantastic. Congrats, should I say, because you picked the winner, and I don't know how well they're selling on the secondary market. But just taking a look, this is the first coin that they released, so it's going for around 275. As I mentioned, I don't know what they're doing on the secondary market, but I just wanted to bring it to people's attention in case they didn't know. One of these franchise coins has gone through the roof. So they have a few more out now. They're hovering nicely, not doing as well as the first. So I don't know if it's one of those situations where the first coin went on to do great things. As you can see, the first one here is sitting pretty in its own little league. Then you've got the other two releases. They ain't appreciating as well, but whoever stacked up on the first is definitely sitting pretty. I don't know what's the mintage on these. I believe they're on a 10k mintage. Yeah, so it's interesting. You know, I would have looked past this, but looking at it now, it's definitely something that I may have jumped on board, and I could be very late to the party. If anybody does have any of these up for a potential trade, give me a shout and let me know. Maybe we can work something out looking at it now. But to the best of my knowledge, these poster coin cards, wherever they are, seem to be performing the best from the franchise coins that I've seen from the Star Wars. They have the 2 ounce high relief ones now, the 1 ounce ones that they released. So this specific coin here seems to be doing fantastic. So I just wanted to show that off for all individuals, as more than one individual mentioned this coin that they purchased that's done or gone on to do great things. And I didn't picture this coin, I had something else in mind. So seeing it and then seeing the price is very interesting. But you know, everyone gets their day. So another coin that another individual brought to my attention that also was not on my radar is this 2018 Kookaburra coin. Now we've all seen it, but the difference here, and the individual was asking my opinion on this, is it's got a privy mark. So it's a privy coin. We're going to be looking at 50k mintage. Once again, no hiding that, but apparently this is a privy with somewhat of a difference. Now you can see where they've put the actual privy mark, and this is the original coin. You can see that on this actual privy coin, they've altered the coin. So I'm not too sure, but they mentioned this hasn't been done before. So this is the first time where they've actually taken apart or taken something away from the original coin. So technically it is a different coin. It's just not got a privy mark added. So he was asking what I thought about this. Now, I wasn't going to pick any of these up. If I was going to pick any, just answering the question, I would go for this here. But one thing I've noticed with the Kooks as of lately is that, I don't know, I would say from talking with dealers, they ain't doing as well as I thought they would. Now that could be just off of my own biased love for the Kooks and just really liking them. Apparently they're not doing too well in sales, especially on the larger sizes, so putting that out there. But on the privies, I know there is somewhat of a secondary market for them. Maybe not so strong, but individuals are definitely interested. I had absolutely no clue about this. You know, looking at it right now, it's as clear as day. They've removed the moon, and I don't know why they've done that. Normally, unless somebody can bring it to my attention, they normally just put the privy mark or alter it some type of way. They don't really remove something, especially something as big as the moon, because when you take a look at it on this coin, it's got a lot of plain fills. It's just the bird, the one-legged bird and the moon, and then here you just have the one-legged bird and, you know, a little dog or a little poodle up there. It's not a poodle. So it is different. You know, it'd be interesting if they done this on one of the designs that I really like, because it does separate it a lot from the normal coin. But I'll be interested. But as I've mentioned, you're getting so many privy variations right now. It's definitely oversaturated, and I will tell you now, as I've just mentioned, it is having an effect on Kookaburra sales in general. If anything, I'd say individuals should start looking more towards the 2 ounce Kooks, because they seem to be holding well, but the 1 ounce kooks sales wise ain't doing too well, and that's with the dealer market, so I'm not too sure on the secondary market. But just bringing that to anybody's attention who also didn't know, it was brought to my attention. I had absolutely no clue whatsoever, but if I was personally going to be picking them up, I would go for this. It separates itself from the other coins. I don't know of any other Kookaburra coins. As I mentioned, it more than likely is out there, so somebody could mention in the comments. But you can see somewhat of a difference. I mean, on your standard 1 ounce coin, what are you getting here? 300,000? Yes, I don't think it's giving the mintage there, but I believe it's 300 or 500,000 on the kooks. You have it with the moon, and I mean a rather large moon. And I don't know, they could have got some space in there, I know, underneath the wing or something, but maybe they just thought it would look better like that. So just putting that out there, so that could be good, bad or ugly for any individual. But it would be fantastic to know what you guys think of any of these deals or coins in general. Do you have them, or what do you think about them? So go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments. Say hey or love it, let me know what you think of this video. Don't forget to come and follow me on the links that I left in the description. Don't forget to come on and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll catch you guys on the rebound.